Alright, so I'm pretty much done now, so I get to make certain videos like this. And in this video, we're going to talk about pretty much the 10 most valuable units in Etheria Restart that you could have. Now, this video is going to serve to give you guys a pretty good idea in your head of which units are really, really good that you're going to be seeing a lot in the multiple game modes. And at the same time, I'm going to break down these kits so you guys have a good understanding of how all 10 of these work. Now, this is based off of mainly value. So some of them, if they have like a free-to-play aspect where it's like, I think them being an SR, for example, makes them really good for this reason, then I'll mention it. But let me know what your top 10 or if you would change anything in this list would be. I feel like most of these units are pretty self-explanatory. Most of these units are units that people already consider to be just that good. So we're going to break those units down. Now, I'm kind of going to exclude Mio from this list. Now, the main reason is because I think she's pretty good. Now, in general, I don't even think I would put her in top 10. Is she really good? Yes, but in top 10, I don't think so. But it's going to require further testing, which is why I don't really feel too comfortable doing that yet when every other unit I've already tested in the beta, right? So keep that in mind. That's why I'm kind of excluding her from this. Keep in mind, this is not in a particular order, right? So like, don't expect like the fifth person that I'm talking about to be number 5 in the game. I'm just throwing out the top 10 units, but I think Lily's a pretty clear number 1, okay? I feel like everyone's kind of agreed to this by now, especially for mid to late game. I think early game, she's not the best because you need investment into her, especially her skill 1, not only for her speed, but for the 100% assist chance. It's pretty much a necessity. Okay, it is pretty much a necessity. So to me, Lily is the best unit, especially mid to late game. The minute you could really start going with her in PvP with decent shells and all that, and also good gear, she's going to be phenomenal. Okay, so why Lily is this good is because of her skill 2. So her skill 2 is going to give Twin Trick to one unit. Usually it's going to be either a support with a really good ult or the DPS. Then everyone gets a speed boost. And then if they already have Twin Trick, then they're going to get a crit damage boost. Okay, and get another turn. Okay, now what's really good, especially this extra turn, like if you already apply Twin Trick and it goes again, then those extra turns are going to start accumulating. Okay, now what Twin Trick does is immediately just like increases their turn meter by 20, and when you combo that with the speed, it's great. However, Twin Trick is going to be really good for the skill 1 and the ult. On the skill 1, what it allows you to do is, well, first of all, skill 1, so then it could also increase turn meter for her and the person with Twin Trick. Ally with the lowest turn meter. But then at max level, you could guarantee an assist from the person with Twin Trick. And why this is good, for example, let's go to, let's say, Hellkid. On his skill 1, he has a guaranteed stun chance at max dupe. Oh, wait. Yeah, he has a guaranteed stun chance at max dupe if he has a barrier on him. If he has a barrier on him and Lily is comboing with the assist, that's going to be a guaranteed stun from Lily's skill 1. She uses the skill 1, but then it procs the passive. Assist and counterattack, everything like that procs the skill 1 passive. So you have to keep that in mind. This assist allows you to get the passive on the skill 1, which is also really good with a unit like Marvel, who steals turn meter, or Tiamat, who in her ultimate form, it's going to let you spam damage. And then her ult, it also lowers the cooldown completely. By 2 turns at max level, it's a complete reset. So this is an insane max reset when you also consider that I forgot the name of the actual shell, but there is a shell that completely max Codex. Codex refreshes completely. So you could literally get 3 ults with 1 unit if they have Codex and also are paired with the Lily Twin Trick, which is why Lily's so good. And then also on the enemy, she increases their skill cooldown. So amazing skill cooldown unit, amazing for turn meter, amazing for cleave, and then also amazing to get extra passives activated from the skill 1, or extra like skills, like the extra traits. So it's definitely a very good unit. Also literally like second quickest in the game. So what's not to love, right? What is not to love with our girl Lily? Pretty much the best unit in the game. Now next up, Freya, while she got nerfed, is still really good. The problem is only summoning on her standard. I would say for free to plays, I just hate the idea that you might do 80 pulls on Freya. If you get her in the first 30 pulls, I think it's good. I think in the first 30 pulls on her standard, it's good. But then the problem is she's also on the 30 pulls on featured banner is fine, but you can also get her on standard, which is why it becomes a bit less kind of good when you also consider the fact that she's on the banner right away, right? Featured units immediately go to standard, which right now is definitely good on launch. The only banner for featured that won't be something you really want to summon on is the launch banner, because you're going to want to summon on standard anyway, because every other other RGB unit, and even the LD units are good, right? And why she's good is because of her passive, which no matter who, ally or, ally being a debuff or a buff, is going to either increase your turn meter or decrease the enemies. Now, the problem with the enemies is that it's only a chance to decrease the enemies if they have a debuff applied, which is much worse because sometimes it basically means double RNG, especially for the ult. You only have, I think, a 30% chance to apply Nightmare, but 4 times, right? So it's like, what if you don't hit it? And then what if you do hit it, but then you miss this proc? It's going to suck when you miss the turn meter lower for sure. So it does make her a bit worse. However, she's still pretty much a necessity in a lot of content. She's going to be great in Terraton, in Doki Doki, and in PvP. So it's like, there's really not anything to hate about her still. While she might be a bit worse, she is still just a phenomenal unit, especially with her cleanse and also defense and attack increase. It's really strong, especially with the mini heal, because there's lifesteal technically in the ultimate. So very, very good. Now, next up, Tiamat. Obviously, I don't even need to talk about her kit. She's really good because she's, oh wait, does this show? Yeah, okay. So that's good. So she has her skill 2 for the shield and heal. Her ult is a taunt with very good damage, in all honesty. Her skill 1 does good damage, and of course her ultimate form is going to be great. She heals a bit, but not as much. She does some lifesteal and does very good AoE damage, especially with her very high max HP. And I think she got an increase in her base speed, so that's also very good. So overall, Tiamat did get, I would say, a bit of a nerf, but she is still fine, right? She was still very good. Still going to be runnable in Doki Doki, still going to be good in PvP. So this is a very, very good unit to have on your account, especially for as we approach like mid game. Now, if you start building her now, that's fine. I just feel like for a lot of accounts, building Romocha is just such a good thing because she's also going to work early game, especially day 1 in Doki Doki. But as we go forward, she's just going to be pretty much a necessity if you're really trying to clear easily in Doki Doki. Like it is a necessity almost. I can't stress how easy it makes it. Now, next up, Beontin is just proving to be such a good unit, okay? This girl works in pretty much everything, besides Doki Doki, obviously, but she's going to be great in Aurora and Terramaton because of her res and also damage buffs, because it gives an attack and crit damage buff, but then the Underworld Flower, which is going to be damage reduction for her, but then she could also res, right? And then the skill 2 is going to also lower cooldowns and then also apply the res, right? Which is really good. And then also being able to increase the turn meter just makes her an all-around good unit. I mean, if you're able to res just off the bat, you're good. But then also with her damage buffs and the skill cooldown lower, it's just really nice how this girl is working. It's going to be very annoying in PvP in some instances, and especially in Terror and Aurora, she's going to shine quite bright. Okay, this girl is very good. Now, next up, I wanted to put Sanya. So I'm putting Sanya because especially in Doki Doki, I feel like Sanya, early game at least, right? She's going to work a lot better, right? Than someone like Ling Luo. And the main reason is because you're not going to be built in the same way, right? What I mean by that is you're not going to have exactly the resources to really go all out to make sure everyone lives. So especially when I'm considering early game into this top 10 list, Sanya is going to be very good. Because if we're not considering like early game, then Doki Doki makes it into the top 10, right? In a month from now, Doki Doki is probably a top 5 unit, but not right now, right? Because she has a res and she just spams her skill 1 and then it's going to heal, right? So she's still very good. If you want to consider Ling Luo instead of her, I respect it. I actually do respect it. But personally, I'm of the opinion that Sanya is like actually very good. Now, next up, Rosa. So why Rosa's here is because she's one of the few units that's good in Guild Boss, like really good in Guild Boss, while also being good in pretty much everything else. Like in Aurora, she's amazing. Normal PvE, she's amazing because she has an AoE ult, and then in PvP, she's fucking amazing. And why that is because on her ult, she first of all gives a crit bonus, which is great for her, puts a speed minus on the enemy, well, 30% chance, and it's 3 times, so it's pretty decent. The main thing is that she's able to apply this thing when she crits, which is gonna make you do a follow-up whenever you crit. So let's say she applies, she crits the first attack, she applies Blade Heart, the second attack she crits, then she's able to follow up, right? The second hit she crits. And even on her skill 1, it's like you're doing 2 skill 1s. You do your attack, you crit, and then you do the skill one again. And that's also really good when you consider each one could lower turn meter. So for single target things like the guild boss, it's going to be super good with how Rosa works. But even in PvP, she works well because her AoE is very strong. And then she could also focus like certain enemies and just completely fucking destroy them. So Rosa's damage is insane, and also her debuffs are actually really good. Like the crit lower, sorry, not the crit lower, the crit rate increase and then the speed minus and also the turn meter lower is a very nice combination, all things considered. Now, next up, we've got Hinrich. Hinrich is still just that guy, okay? LD units are definitely made better, and this guy, him and Lily are the only two units that almost have T0 across the board, and it's very warranted if I'm being honest. Why Hinrich works so well is because he's able to remove buffs and then also apply a buff block, which for PvP is insane, but also for Aurora it's insane, and then he still works well because he's doing good damage, applying good debuffs, right? His debuffs are good because he's able to make the whole team do more crit damage and have lower the enemy's crit res, while also blocking the enemies, making it so they can't heal, and then also doing pretty decent damage, like especially when you consider if there's 4 stacks of last words, he's getting an extra 80% crit damage. Like this guy's going to do a lot of damage, especially as we get later on, like into like a week or two, his damage is going to skyrocket. So this guy value wise, even now, is just very consistent and a very, very good unit. There's really not much to hate with him. Now, Messiah, actually really good with Doki Doki. Like, if you're trying to get some really quick nukes, him and Romocha will be very good. However, in general, he's working fucking phenomenally in Tiamat. He's the unit I used in the beta in late game. But I think, what's it called? His name, Chloros, is probably going to be pretty good for that. Now, with Messiah, he's also going to be really good in PvP. Like, he's scary, bro. I fought someone in arena with Messiah, and it's like, if you don't get him killed first turn, like, he's going to get invincible, and then you have to, like, kind of push it back further and further, and you could be very annoying, especially when you have stall comps set up for PvP. It's going to get very scary when they're able to just save their ult for when they're in a risky situation, and then they just ult, do pretty good damage, but then also make it so they're invincible so they can't die. It's really insane. His invincibility is amazing for PvE too, because it could stack further, right? If he gets a kill, it goes up to 2 turns, right? So it's very good, and his skill 2 damage is fucking incredible because the last hit, I think, does extra damage based off his attack. Sorry, the last hit also deals extra damage equal to 70% of the target's lost HP. So when the enemy's low, it's going to do even more, which is going to be really, really good. So Messiah definitely deserves the top 10. Now for the final pick, I chose Klaus. I think Klaus is a really good unit. This girl is going to work in a lot of things. She's a very solid pick for PvP. She's very good for Union Boss, and the main reason is because she's able to lower their speed, lower their defense, but not just defense. You're also making them take more damage, and then also lowering the damage they do. So you're making it so they're going to attack less, do less damage, and make them take more damage, then steal their turn meter and give it to the whole team, right? So it's really good. Like, what she's doing as a debuffer is insane for something like single target content, but then for PvP, she's really good, especially now with the speed minus. I could see her going to tier 0, but we're gonna have to see how exactly that's gonna work. And then of course for like Doki Doki, this girl is like insane. For Tiamat, she's also very good. I used her for both, and in both of them, Klaus was just fucking killing it. So in general, I think Klaus is definitely someone who should be on your radar. Phenomenal unit. And of course, in terms of honorable mentions, I'm going to mention like Mio, I'm going to mention Kraken. You could even throw Gray in there, Doki, Hellkid, and then also Rahu, like, and Ling Luo. Like, there's so many good units, guys. You have to realize that. Like, even a top 10 is like kind of cutting it because everyone's very close. So I'm just really choosing the 10, what I would consider most valuable in most modes, and that's going to help you, especially earlier game. So I hope this was kind of informational. I hope you got something out of this video. Let me know out of the top 10 who you like the most, and also if you have any of them or if you have all of them like me. We're looking pretty good. I mean, we got the whole fucking game already, so I'm very happy with that. I mean, look at this, fucking 24 out of 24 and then 26 out of 26. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Like if you do enjoy the content, and subscribe if you want more Etheria Restart content. Thank you for watching the video, especially if you got to this point. Have a wonderful day.